For more on the growing popularity of fitness trends and athleisure wear in China, let's bring in sneaker co-founder Yu-Ming Wu. He is also the publisher of Sneaker News. Thanks very much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. I want to start by talking about the growth in the sneaker culture. Arguably, if you go way back, it's the Air Jordans from back in the day that kicked off this whole thing decades ago. But what items are hot now?
Thanks for having me. What's hot right now is the Adidas Yeezy line. That's continued to grow in the market, especially for the Chinese consumer. There's a lot of interest in that variety. Air Jordans still continue to dominate the market, but also Nike has kind of come on and brought back a lot of energy around a lot of their sportswear line as well.
Let's talk about these Yeezys as well, and the consumers, those who work out, and the posers, for lack of a better term, the people that just revel in athletic footwear.
Sure. I mean, I think the Yeezy you can actually run in them. You can wear them as a fashion accessory, and for a lot of people, they wear them. You can actually wear them to the gym as well. So it's a pretty versatile shoe. It's pretty simple, pretty sleek. Doesn't have a lot of color, so it's a pretty easy shoe for a lot of consumers to kind of mix and match.
And for people who don't know who's behind the Yeezy, you want to give them that little secret?
Sure. So Kanye West is the rapper who is the creator of the Yeezy line. Started with Nike first, and then he eventually took it to Adidas to kind of build what has become a big empire there. I believe it's become almost $1 billion business for Kanye West and Adidas. So it's been an incredible growth for them in the last few years.
Yeah, indeed. We talked about the profits that Adidas is experiencing right now earlier in the show. But what are the biggest influences in China right now? It's interesting because I saw where #1 pick in the NBA, Zion Williamson, turned down a truckload of money he was offered to sign a sneaker deal with a Chinese company so he could wear Air Jordans. Tell me about China's efforts to break into that lucrative market and get an NBA star to wear their shoes so they can have more sales in the U.S. as well.
Sure. I mean, the Chinese sportswear brands have definitely signed quite a few NBA athletes, including Klay Thompson, who has a Chinese deal. Obviously, I think Zion is a big get for a lot of these Chinese companies, but I think Zion made the right move. He went with Air Jordan, which is now around about a $3 billion a year business. And obviously with the marketing might of Nike, he's going to get that much further. With a lot of these younger Chinese brands, he just won't have as much power to kind of make moves around the globe. So with Air Jordan, I think he's going to be able to really capture consumers' attention.
Yeah, and he's going to be a presence, too, once he hits the court. Tell us more about SneakerCon, its mission, and what people will see. How is it doing? And there were going to be 2 SneakerCons this year, one in Shanghai, one in Guangzhou? I can't remember. I apologize.
Yeah, that's right. We actually just did a SneakerCon in Shanghai back in May, and then we will be in Guangzhou this coming December. For SneakerCon, we actually started in New York City about 10 years ago. Today, we are a global sneaker convention, traveling all around the United States, all around the globe, including in about a week and a half in Melbourne, Australia. We will be back here in Washington, D.C. In the middle of September. But for us, we are most interested in bringing the sneaker convention to China. The Chinese consumers are very, very hungry for these lifestyle sneakers and also using them as a fashion accessory.
You know, you say that, and I saw it firsthand when I was there last time. My producer, I think he had 30 pairs of sneakers, and he used them largely as collectibles. To me, that sounds, kind of whack, but I guess it's very popular. Why is it so popular now? And do you think the consumers are worried about fakes?
Sure. So the popularity of sneakers have been going for quite a few years. We are at I wouldn't say the peak of it, but we've definitely seen it grown quite a bit over the last few years. From it being just a sneaker for everyday wear to eventually fashion accessory to becoming a collectible. And today it's basically, I would call them collectible art as well. In terms of fakes, consumers are definitely very worried about fakes. But with the different sneaker conventions and marketplaces out there, we have been battling fakes for quite a while. We have an authenticated station where people can kind of come and get their sneakers authenticated. Also, with the different marketplaces out there, generally you can buy from trusted sources.
Okay, real quickly, just 2 words. What sneakers are you wearing right now?
I am wearing the Air Jordan 1.
Okay, so we'll take that as a tacit endorsement. Thanks very much. We greatly appreciate your insight.
Thank you.